going on, people? Today I'm going to be talking about Jaws in 4K Ultra HD. I am sorry that this is taking so long. I am pretty backed up with reviews right now, but I am catching up to myself. So, without any other further ado, I am going to talk about the movie itself because I've never talked about Jaws on this channel before. I love this movie. This might actually be my favorite Steven Spielberg movie. I feel like this movie and Schindler's List, both of them just have the guts to really go for what the movie really needs. Oftentimes, I feel like Steven Spielberg always wants that happy ending, and he wants the crowd to be pleased. And you know what? That's why he is the director that he is today. It's because he knows what the audiences want, you know. But me, I just kind of feel like certain stories that he picks sometimes don't really fit that happier ending. And with Jaws and with Schindler's List, I believe those two just have Steven Spielberg at his best as far as just delivering it even at the end. What makes this movie is not the gore, because there is very little gore in this movie. It is the characters. The characters here are unbelievable. They are just so full of quirks and characteristics that you love them, and you know what? You can just relate to them. You know, you just have this small town, Martha's Vineyard. I actually live an hour away from Martha's Vineyard. I live in Massachusetts, and that is where Martha's Vineyard is. That's where this movie was shot also. So I know this whole community and just the side characters, not even Roy Scheider and you know, everybody else here, the main cast, just the side characters. I know those kind of people, and it just really feels authentic to me. And Roy Scheider in this movie is amazing. He's amazing in just almost everything that he does. You know, Richard Dreyfuss, this was before he kind of became a little bit of a curmudgeon, and I really did like him back when this came out, Close Encounters of the Third Kind and that kind of stuff. And yeah, I just, you know, Robert Shaw, that performance is just iconic. There are so many iconic things about Jaws. I could not give it anything less than a 10 out of 10. This is summer popcorn movie making to a T. And as far as the video quality here goes now, this was actually the same scan that was taken from the Blu-ray that previously came out, because that was also a 4K scan. I remember seeing that back in the day, and I remember really liking that. And I went back to check it out for this as well. It's actually the disc that comes for the Blu-ray half of this particular box set. So this is a 4K scan, giving itself a 4K digital intermediate. And, you know, just to explain how this process works, yes, this is the same 4K scan from that original Blu-ray, but you did not see 4K resolution in that Blu-ray. It wasn't a 4K digital intermediate. It was 1080, and that's what it was. Here, you are given the full scan quality. It's sharper. It's a lot more crisp, and it stands out from the background so much more. This is actually a pretty bright movie for a lot of it, and you can definitely see, because of the fact that it takes place so much during the day, just how much the foreground sticks out from that background. Specifically in that classic shot of Roy Scheider when he first sees the child that is getting eaten by Jaws, in that classic pull focus shot. That shot has so much depth to it here. It's great. Detail work is marginally stepped up from that original Blu-ray, and you get more detail in facial features, a lot more detail in clothing, a lot of detail in just the town, and a lot of the textures on buildings, and a lot of that is concerned. But where this definitely steps it up is the HDR. Black levels here are helped out immensely by this HDR, and what I will say is that is the biggest thing here. Blacks are deep, they are inky. This movie was shot on 35mm film, and it just has really deep black levels to it. But you can see so much into them. They never crush. It's really great in that way. And then, this movie has a naturalistic looking color palette. But when explosions do come in that climax, you will see just pops of color. And that is also excellent. This was given Dolby Vision support, and you can definitely see it in the explosions at the end of the film. I am going to give this a 9 out of 10. This is excellent quality. And as for the audio here, we are blessed by giving a Dolby Atmos uptick here, and let me tell you, it is largely appreciated, and I really did like this one. So right off the top, you notice just speaker separation that is great when you're listening to the waves of water and how it comes and actually comes towards the screen and through your surrounds. It's very immersive in that way. Bass response, definitely it kicks in when it needs to. With the score, the classic Jaws score, it is absolutely never sounded better. And at the end, when all those explosions go off, you will definitely hear it in that bass response as well. Now, with height speaker work, what I will say is that you get some atmosphere in the height speakers when you are in the point of view of Jaws at the beginning half of the film. When you are going through the water, you can hear a little bit of the atmosphere of the water in your height speakers. And at times when a helicopter will go over your head, you will hear it in the height speakers as well. This is a very well done mix that I am going to give a 9 out of 10 to. And with the digital copy here, this is a Movies Anywhere digital copy, which means that you can download it on iTunes and on Vudu along with other services and get your copy there. Now, with special features, we are blessed by having the majority of them on the actual 4K disc, which is pretty important to me. So you have the full 2-hour making of doc that was on that original Blu-ray. It is here. It goes into so many different things, and this is a classic film. You want to know how it was made, and this will go over it with you. Now, you also have about, 4 other featurettes that are shorter in length, but they are excellent as well. And you have some other special features that didn't make it onto the 4K disc on the standard Blu-ray disc that comes with this. There is a lot here. I am actually going to give it an 8 out of 10. This is great. And getting into my last looks at Jaws, this is a seminal movie. I know that a lot of movies have copied Jaws, and you pretty much know how Jaws is going to go beat for beat, but trust me, there are things here that little nuances that you will, you can't get in all the copycats. Characters here, you can't beat them. You just can't. And the acting here is really, really the standout. And the direction here from Steven Spielberg and his cinematographer, it's just unbelievable. There are some shots in this movie that are just iconic and excellent, and it really does show why Steven Spielberg became the director that he is today. And yeah, he just takes risks here that I don't see him taking in other material. And when you add up all my scores for Jaws in 4K Ultra HD, you come out to a 36 out of 40. That is because of the fact that this movie is awesome, and this is the best copy of it. It has the best video quality, it has the best sound for sure, and it has so many special features that you will lose your mind. And coming up next on the channel, I actually have a surprise for you guys because I picked up Escape from LA Special Edition from Scream Factory. So I'm going to be reviewing that for you guys next. If you're excited about that, comment down below. Let me know what you think of Jaws or Escape from LA or anything that you want me to review after that. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. You guys are awesome. I don't need to say it because you all friggin' know it. And I will see all of you next time.